actually more of what the world has to offer in this action one, because this is where most human beings screw the pooch.
So a little one-person trampoline. Very,
I screen shared it. Like, there's no excuse. Like, phone numbers are just out there. You just got to pick up the phone, smile, and dial. So. Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Terry Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best entrepreneur that you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. Today, we have a fun episode. We're talking about water, and we're talking about drinking more water, and through the trials and errors of what I've been able to do. I'm going to speak from personal experience on how I feel a lot better by drinking a lot more water. And I wanted to do an episode on this because it is easy to get lost into the grind of the day, the to-dos, the responsibilities that we have as we mature, our businesses grow, our children grow. We get pulled in all these different directions, and usually what slides to the side? It's health, it's water, it's the things that we know we need to be doing. Most people have heard or are comfortable with the statistic that we are 75, 85% water, somewhere in that range, I'm sure, depending on the person. But that's a lot of water, and it makes sense. So I'm just going to go over a few benefits that I've been getting. But first, let's kind of just start with how the type of water that I'm drinking and how I kind of measure it and go by that. So first off, I drink 120 ounces of water. Although I do believe that I could drink more water, I drink things like coffee. I have other side drinks, and like I drank probably at least 12 ounces of water this morning just with my athletic greens and a few other drinks throughout the day. So if you're not hitting specifically 150 ounces of water or whatever your recommendation is for your body weight, your ideal body weight, then then that's probably okay. But just being more conscious about it is probably the better first step, especially if you're drinking things like soda or too much coffee. I think 1 to 2 cups of coffee isn't dehydrating in my personal experience, but anything more than that can feel dehydrating. But anyways, you can get these types of bottles, and this is a pretty big freaking bottle. I don't know if you can see the markers on the side of here, but I fill this up to 60 ounces. I fill this up to 60 ounces, and then I drink 2 of them. And it's like, holy crap, that seems like so much water. And you're right, it is quite a bit of water, yet I've been following the rule of trying to just drink like 10 ounces an hour, roughly. Because when I was thinking, I was like, okay, I'm going to drink a ton of water. I'm going to feel amazing. I'm going to be moving around. And then I would forget for like 3 hours, and then I'd just start chugging. And then my stomach would get really, really full, and I'd feel like crap. So if I space it out to 10 ounces an hour, that has felt the best for me personally. So, okay, 10 ounces of water an hour, and think about it. So if you're doing 100, on my goal in this type of water that I drink, and I'll go over the ingredients here in the water here in a second. But if I do that 12 waking hours, being conscious for that, I'm usually up around 15 to 16 hours like most people. And I just always put a buffer in there for the 12 hours of being conscious, because there's just going to be, maybe it's the evening when you're watching a movie, or maybe you're in meetings that you can't get out of during the day. There's just going to be preparing for those times that you're just not going to be profusely chugging water. And let's be real, I mean, these things look kind of ridiculous. So drinking water is cool, but there's definitely a time and a place for it. So I think the 12-hour rule, that's why I like it, because it gives me a little buffer in between stuff. So 120 ounces, 2 of these, fill it up to 60, polish them both off. And so what kind of water is this exactly? I wrote in the description below just a simple kind of streamlined process that my girlfriend and I, how we drink our water. And we distill it. Then we add salt to it, like Himalayan salt. And then we add like cucumbers. Here's some cucumbers, some small organic cucumbers that you can get at the grocery store. Chop those bad boys up and literally just throw them right in the water. This is, so we chop them up and we put them in this giant pitcher. And then once it sits in the water for a little while, then I pour it into here. So you can't see any cucumbers or fruit in it, but it does taste like cucumbers a little bit. But chopping up the cucumbers and then putting it into here. And then also additionally, another way to mix it up that's healthier for fruit, healthier for the water, is putting things like fruit in it. It could be an orange. I prefer like blueberries or strawberries. Those are my favorite fruits to put into water. But those are things that you can chop up with the skin on it and all, doesn't matter, and then throw it right in there. A lot of people like to drink lemon water or can put limes in it. Any type of fruit like that usually is pretty good. So try that out. See if that makes the water a little more palatable. And after I drink this first one, so it's got salt, it's distilled, it's got, I'm not a big fan of drinking just distilled water because it kind of flows through your system so hard that it's kind of pulling out vitamins and minerals, or it can, to my understanding. Not a professional, but I can feel like when I drink only distilled water for a long time, I kind of feel a little weak and not as my muscles don't feel as full, and kind of a weird couple subtle things. So distilled water, that's why we like to add the salt to it and putting fruits back into it to help with that. And additionally, after I drink this first one, so I drink the first 60-ounce sucker of this, the second one, I'll usually put one of these hydration packets. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. These come in all different. This is not sponsored by Stir, unfortunately. Stir, if you wanna be a sponsor, please let me know. But this just has vitamin C, electrolytes, B vitamins. That essentially what we're really looking for is the vitamin C, the magnesium, and the potassium that we want to put into the water. And so you can kind of look at the nutrition facts on the side of the packets that you can do it. And sometimes I just don't feel like drinking straight water. I used to chug Gatorades, used to love Gatorades as a kid. My mom would buy them all the time, and they were a total treat, loved them. Yet there's too much sugar in them for my taste now. I'm trying to really cut dairy and sugar out for the most part. That's what makes me feel better. Again, not a nutritionist, but I put in one of these packs and it just mixes it up a little bit to help make water more palatable. And so again, one of these Stir. This is why do I have this one, you ask? Because it's the cheapest and they're pretty much all the same. If you look at the ingredients and what's in it, it's the same through Propel, through Gatorade, through what's another big company, that Prime stuff with Logan Paul, Celsius. There's just so many of them that are out there. But this one costs like $2 and you get 10. No, I think my girlfriend said it costs like $3 and you get like 10 of them. So you can go almost like two. If you just did this, even on the weekends, if you botched your water consumption a little bit, and just on the weekdays for like $3, you can have a giant sports drink that you can be sipping on throughout the day that gives you the necessary salts and electrolytes that you need to kind of feel and just absorb things better. Salt's really good for absorbing things. So, and usually, hopefully good things if you're putting good things in your body. So drinking again, recap, drinking 2 of these, and then putting in fruits, cucumbers into the water. Additionally, if feeling free, if you need to mix it up, you can use some of these healthy Stir packets or just small amounts of things to just mix it up and make the water feel and taste a little bit better. And as we wrap up for today, I'm just going to go over 3 quick little points. I'm looking for my handy dandy chalk. Good morning, good morning. Going over some water tips. So, first benefit would be energy. Energy. Just feeling more energy. Just compare, play around with it. Ask yourself, how do I feel when I drink more water? Let me fix this camera really quick. When I drink more water, do I have more energy? I've noticed when I drink less water, I start drinking more coffee and I feel a little more riled up, but not in like a good way. You know, when you feel tired, but you're not well rested. So that's kind of how I feel. And my energy throughout the day is just better when I'm consciously drinking more water. Skin. My skin feels clearer. For anyone who has some acne issues and stuff, it's pretty brutal to deal with, or just kind of dry as I'm scratching my skin right there. But my skin feels healthier, less itchy, just less acne, and better overall. My skin just feels better. So you get some more energy. Your skin feels a little clearer. And the last benefit that I wanted to go over today, what did I have down in my notes? Energy, skin clear, and Jesus, I'm having a brain fart. What was it? We'll go with, so what's a good marker? So these two are benefits. And this is a test. How do you know you're on track with your hydration? This is a good test, is clear pee. If your pee's clear, you're probably doing pretty good. So test it with that, see if your pee's clear. Test it and see if how your skin's feeling, how that's making, see if your energy's getting a little better. That's just a few more benefits from water. And this was how I drink more water. If you have any questions on how I'm doing it, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me and ask me. But hopefully this was just a friendly reminder that we need to drink water to feel better, to be able to do things. Oh my gosh, I finally remembered. The third point is my joints feel a lot better. My joints feel a lot better. From lifting weights and stuff, sometimes if I'm lifting weights too often, my shoulders and my elbows and my knees and stuff will kind of feel a little sore. But ever since I started drinking a lot more water, my joints just feel way, way better. So being conscious about it, sometimes it definitely does. Not everyone naturally drinks. And remember, your size and your body type matters. So go with what makes you feel good. For me, it's 120 ounces, drinking 10 ounces an hour, trying to aim for around 10 ounces an hour of when I'm awake, and adding fruits or electrolyte packets or vitamin C packets to make the water taste better is always a good trick as well. That's all I have for today. I hope everyone has an amazing, wonderful, fun-filled Friday. Don't be scared to drink some water today, this weekend, to help make you and see if that can help you on your personal development journey. Cheers, friends. I'm out of here. Everyone have a fun-filled, fantastic Friday. Cheers to you all. I'm rolling out of here. Going to be a fun weekend. I'm excited for it. Cheers. Cheers. Have a good one. Spread the love. Do something nice for somebody, maybe. That sounds like a good idea. Tolerate some people. Support them. Giving your quality of attention. It's one of the nicest things that we can do. All right, friends, I'm out of here. Until next time, cheers.